with another podcast for you. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon? Hope everybody's doing very well. I'm not gonna take I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. Got the cigar of Saturday. Is the Monte Cristo, the White Series. Very light, much how I like it. It's Nicaraguan hand rolled. You can just tell it's hand rolled. It's not one of those garbage, machine factory rolled. It's hand rolled. High quality tobacco. It's a beautiful day to, just have a cigar and get with my thoughts. And also, you got to remember this, Jim. Your grandfather probably remember this. If he's Caucasian, if you have a Caucasian father or grandfather, you will remember this beer. All right. This is a shout out to all the Caucasian brothers out there. All right, who are not white supremacists, but I think 99% of y'all are white supremacists. I think y'all are, because let me just say this, man. The white men and white women. Let me just go ahead and say this, man. They don't like having brothers because they don't like because black men, we have no standards when it comes to dating, when it comes to women, right? We'll take them all. We'll take the fat, we'll take the ugly, the fat and fugly, we'll take the handicapped. Yeah, I seen some of y'all nasty motherfuckers be fucking on some handicapped bitches out there. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers. All right, handicapped, halfway retarded, psychotic bitches. Bitches with 5 kids with 5 different baby daddies who are loving on them, saying that's my girlfriend, that's the love of my life. That's what y'all motherfuckers do, man. That's what y'all motherfuckers do, because y'all don't have standards. All right, a lot of y'all don't have standards. And I can understand why, because we were, from birth to adolescence to teenage until growing into manhood, we've been emasculated. Black men has always been emasculated and discarded. It's treated as, and I'm not, and believe it or not, I'm not playing victim, because you can overcome this. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you overcome this bullshit that was projected on you. Hell, because it happened to me. It happened to me. It happened to me because confidence, let me tell you something. When a black man has confidence in himself, in his work product, the sky is the limit for y'all. I've seen it. I've read many brothers out there that are accomplished, staying on top of their game, picking one good woman that's in your corner, that's your cheerleader. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about that today on the balcony, on this version of the Balcony Chronicles. And I'm going to talk about the former president of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. Now, in my previous podcast and my previous live streams, I called him a big-eared, punk-ass, half-breed president, which he is. But at the end of the day, he's still a brother. He's a half brother, but according to white supremacy, he is a brother. Okay? Now, I don't mean to talk about this man's wife, and I usually don't talk about other men's wives. Okay? Because that man's wife, that's sacred. You know? You don't want to get in between a man and his wife, because you're going to lose. I know if I had a wife and some strange man is talking crazy to her, or doing something, or saying something inappropriate to her, rest assured I'm going to handle it. Not my girlfriend, not the chick I'm fucking on the side, my wife. I will handle that. Up until shooting a man in his face. Now, on her podcast, she has said some crazy shit about life, but I don't really watch her podcast. I don't watch that bullshit with her, the podcast with her and her brother. Not her and her husband, but her and her brother, who was a failed college basketball coach out in Oregon State. She was on an interview. She interviewed Angie Martinez. And Angie Martinez, now that's a fine motherfucker right there. When she was younger, back in the day, not now, because she's an old bitch. So I got to give her, because now she's an old bitch. She dropped a lot. She was a 7.5. Now she's got to be a 3.5 because she's an old bitch and popped out kids, a divorcee, and a crazy bitch. Still fine. Still fine as hell. I'll use up a whole bunch of condoms and KY jelly on that bitch, man. Or the Halle Berry lube. But she said, she asked Michelle Obama, yeah, you raised 2 beautiful girls, right? Did you ever in the back of your mind want to raise boys? And you know what this bitch said? This bitch said that no. That would be like raising another Barack Obama. Now I gotta pause. Now, when she said that, and I heard it, I saw the clip. I read the article. In the back of my mind, I'm just saying to myself, man, this bitch does not like this man that she's with. And it could be a myriad of reasons why she doesn't like him, or doesn't like him anymore, or never did like him. She was one of those typical black women, when they met, he had more authority over him because she was his boss. And he moved up along the ranks, becoming a U.S. senator to president of the United States in a relatively short period of time. And I think that bitch is just jealous of him, and just like a lot of black women who claim that they want to have a high value man, but you don't have the mindset for it. And I don't believe this bitch has the mindset of dealing with a high value man like Barack Hussein Obama. Okay? Let's rewind back, because everybody's talking about Are they going to get a divorce? No, they're not going to get. I don't see them getting a divorce. I see this bitch doing her thing. He's doing his thing, separate, having separate lives, like a nigga couple would. Like ghetto, gutter trash, black folks who are in a marriage, but they're not in a marriage. But honestly, I can tell you that at least when he didn't show, when this bitch didn't show up as certain protocol, as protocol, if you are the first lady, if you're still alive, if you're still married to this man who happens to be the president of the United States, it's certain protocol that you just show up. Upon the death of a former U.S. president. She had that man looking crazy with his dick in his hand. So I can honestly tell you that this is not indicative of just that just Barack and Michelle. That's all black couples that are all black, well, most of black marriages that are out there that are existing. A lot of y'all don't like the partner that you're with, and I'm going to talk about that. There are signs that a bitch don't like you anymore. When she starts picking fights with you over bullshit, that's a sign. When she's out doing her own thing, that's a sign. Like this bitch is doing to Barack Obama. I'm sure glad I am not married. At least not married to a black American woman, because I definitely would have been divorced by now. I would have been put through the ringer in child support court. I would have problems seeing my child and having my child get to know me and get to know my side of the family. But I can honestly tell you that when a white man leaves his wife, they leave, and they go ahead and start another family. And think nothing of it when they turn 18. When the children turn 18, they think nothing of it. They don't even think about grandfather, grandparent, becoming a grandparent, becoming, getting involved, walking their daughter down the aisle, and all that bullshit. But I'm just going to tell you right now, she doesn't like him anymore. I don't even think she wants him anymore. I mean, forget about him being allegedly gay or whatever that bullshit is. That's just bullshit. If he is, cool. I don't give a fuck. If he isn't, cool. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Whether you're busting a nut on a man or not, that's not my business, and I don't give a fuck. Just don't put that shit in my face, all right? But let me just say this, man. It's just weird, and this is the reason why I don't really talk about black a black love that much. I mean, I still hold on to that slither of hope that when the black men and the black women can come together and accomplish things together. But we're just so damn apart, especially in this country. We're just so damn apart. We're light years apart. Black women seem to think that they're on there's some sort of a different race than a black man. And I'll give you that example. I'll give you another example of the NBA draft that just came out. You wouldn't believe how many mama's boys that are in the league now. The NBA is soft. They have soft players. And I'm not gonna call them effeminate or nothing like that, even though they dress, I don't know, questionable. But then again, we're in the 21st century, so there's always been some sort of fashion, evolution of fashion. So I'm not gonna be too hard on them brothers. But the fact that, and I know mothers are very important to a man, a child's life, especially a little boy. Hell, you can even say I'm a mama's boy too. I love my mother. I wouldn't want to be up under her 24 hours a day. I wouldn't want to move back into her house. I would rather live in a cardboard box under an overpass on the Cross Bronx Expressway before I moved back in with my mother. I would just stay there on the Cross Bronx Expressway, just sleeping with the gas and the cars and the fumes going by until I figure it out. Until I can figure it out and rebuild my life. And get back to where I was or exceed where I was before. But there's nothing like and I'm going to be honest with you, there's nothing like a mother's love as well. But these boys are not really their mothers. These are son husbands. These are son husbands. And the ones that are fathers, I believe Ron Harper's boy, showed that man no respect. Ron Harper was a great player. I mean, he was a good player in a great era during the 80s and the 90s. You would hope to have the same career or a better career than your father. You got a long way to go, young man. And even your father ain't that much older than me, and he can still dust you on the court. Remember that, run tell that. So watch your mouth. But see, they respect their mom, but they shit on their father. That's probably why I didn't have children. Because if I had children, it would be with a black woman, but it wouldn't be with a black American. All right. It certainly wouldn't be with a black American. But I don't know. I mean, the snow bunnies are looking good. The salsa bunnies are looking good. The egg foo young bunnies are looking good. Even the whatchamacallit? The chicken masala bitches, bitches, bunnies are looking good. All right. But I'll tell you this, man. I'm gonna get back to talking about more about economics and black economics, especially how it relates to black men, because let me just tell you, there is a plethora. So look, if you're pushing shopping carts for a living right now at Target or at Walmart, stick with that job, man. Just fuck these hoes. Save your money. And do your thing. Because let me just tell you something. And I've been meaning to talk about this as well later, about how I recognize when a bitch is finessing. Remember I told you about that bitch that had the University of Alabama degree in film studies, who's now working as a server because she's a broke bitch? And I told you the signs that I picked up on. She wasn't a cheerleader. She didn't have my best interest in mind. She had little to no interest in me. Okay? Everything was about her. Everything was about her. Everything was about pursuing her. Why are you pursuing one chick? Get out of that stop watching TV. Stop watching Family Matters where Urkel is chasing after Laura when he had Myra on his ass. You should always pick the Myra. You should always recognize who the Myra is. The Myra is your cheerleader. The Myra is the one that's going to love you, your dirty drawers to death. Pick her, stay with her, and don't fuck it up. Don't do what I did and fuck up. Because I had a couple of Myras back in the day, and I fucked it up. But yeah, bitch want to finesse $1,000 out of me to go to bartending school. Now I don't know if this bitch was on crack or something, or she had some gambling problems, or she needed to pay the rent. Because I know damn well that there's no bartending school that costs about $1,000 in tuition. And if there is, you're getting ripped off. Because I talk to many people who are bartenders. They say, you don't need no damn school to be a bartender. They can just, any bar will teach you. They'll hire you and teach you the skill set. They'll teach you everything, and they'll throw you in there. They'll throw you into a situation, and if you can't handle it, hey, they will know. Well, anyway, this is going to be a short Balcony Chronicles because I don't have anything for y'all. You know what I'm planning on doing? I'm planning on just go ahead, and if something comes to my mind, I'll just run to the balcony, probably with a cigar, and we're just going to talk. Probably with a cigar or a beer in my hand, and we'll just talk. All right? But as of right now, I don't know. I don't have anything right now, but I'll probably be back on the live later on if something comes up. All right. Well, listen, this is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. And black folks, let's get the fuck out of here. Let me get the fuck out of here, and let's be careful. All right.